Hello and happy Wednesday. I hope everybody had a nice holiday. You get me 2 weeks in a row today. Our guest for today had to work. She's done some research on a project and she really needed this time to work. So we're gonna do a recorded version. I'm gonna interview her and we'll record it and bring it to you at another time. So today, I want to do a couple of things. I want to talk to you about a couple things we have going on in the office, and then bring up, somebody brought up to me a question this week that I want to kind of talk about somewhere in this video. So let's get started. So on January 19th, we're going to have a workshop. It's a Saturday morning, and many of you probably remember the tapping girl, Colette, who was on an earlier broadcast with us. She's very energetic. She talked about tapping. We all kind of tapped our faces and worked on that. She is going to come do a workshop for us on Saturday, January 19th. It's going to be from 10 until 11:30. And you can bring your kids with you. It's just for, not just for kids, it's for adults too. But some neat things that she'll be teaching us is how you can tap for coping. So coping with stress, coping with past traumas, anxiety, fear, coping with worry, and let's see, sleeplessness. So we have kids that have trouble sleeping. So she's going to teach us how some tapping tricks to help with that. How to calm the kids, kids that are kind of a little hyper. She'll teach us some stuff about that. Releasing negative emotions and how to relax and build confidence. So if you have any questions with any of this stuff, you know, if you have a symptom, you're wondering if EFT can help, go ahead and post in the comments below, and we'll get Colette to get on board and help answer your question to see if EFT can help with that. It's going to be a great class, very interactive. I'm sure you're going to learn a lot, and I'm sure you're going to have fun because she is so full of energy. I just am amazed by her. So the cost is going to be $25. We have a link on our page, an event link, or if you know, where you can sign up, or you can just come that morning, and we'll be happy to let you in. Another thing we're doing is we are offering drop-in baby weighing. So I know a lot of people go to lactation groups and feed and weigh and all that. Sometimes it's hard to get there. So we are offering in our office, we set out a scale in our waiting room. It's in the kids section, and you just want to come in with your baby, feel free to do that. It's free of charge. It's just that whenever we're in the office, just, you know, bring them in, or if you're here for an appointment, you can weigh your baby. You can even feed and weigh if you need to, but we're offering that as a free service for our moms. And let's see, okay. So what I want to talk about today is I had a mom this week, and she kind of inspired me to talk about this because she was legit mad. She has a second child, and we're seeing her child for some digestive issues. And as we went over and explained to her about chiropractic and what it does, she got so mad. She goes, why didn't anybody tell me about chiropractors for my other child? Because I had so many sleepless nights. She just had one of those babies that just was never comfortable, and she went through a lot of stress with that. And now with her second one getting care, you know, things are much different. So she was pretty mad. But I hear this a lot. I don't ever hear moms get so mad like she was, but probably weekly I hear, why didn't anybody tell me about this with my other children? Or why didn't anybody tell me about this when I was pregnant? Things like that. So I wanted to kind of talk to you about why babies come to chiropractors. And it's no secret that we do see a lot of babies in our office. It's one of my passions. I love babies. I love working with them. And not a lot of people really know about what chiropractors do with babies. I know a lot of them think that we're cracking the babies. We don't. It's a very gentle technique, and there's some videos out there, I think, with what we do with babies, very gentle. But anyway, so to answer the question, why do babies need chiropractic? I could be flippant, like several chiropractors do, and say, well, because they have a spine. But that's something chiropractors understand, or maybe even a mom who's been under chiropractic care, or parents that have, you know, been under chiropractic care a long time. They would understand that. But to the regular mom who has a crying baby who just can't seem to comfort them, she may not understand that. So I'm going to kind of explain what it is we do. So the function of the body, every function in our body, every cell, everything done in our body needs power. It needs power from somewhere. It comes from our nervous system. If there is a disruption in the nervous system, wherever that goes, that nerve goes, or that system goes, it's not going to function the right way. It's not going to function 100%. It may be 80%. And those show up as symptoms, okay? Let's give an example of a disruption of the nervous system might cause the intestines not to flow the right way. So therefore the symptom would be constipation. So we look as chiropractors for any disruption in the nervous system that can alter the function of our body, okay? So we happen to specialize in the babies, and not coming here because they're in pain. You think they may have gas pain, but it's not because they have neck pain, low back pain, kind of like our adults. It's more their function something's off. So I wanted to give you a list of some of the things that you can look for that might be an indicator that your child has a disruption in their nervous system that we can take a look at. So first of all, bringing them just for a normal newborn checkup, just to make sure everything's right. I may see some things that you're not seeing. We run a scan, and the scan is just this little thing. We roll up their spine. It's non-invasive, and it detects the heat coming off the spine and lets us know kind of the pattern of what's going on. So it kind of gives me a picture of what's going on in the spine. If there was any intervention during the birth, if you had Pitocin, if you had a C-section, if you had a vacuum extraction, forceps, baby was born posterior, the baby could have been breached during the pregnancy, any of those abnormalities, then you want to get them to come in and get checked. If your baby prefers looking to one side all the time, laying down is always looking to the side, that could be an issue. If the baby also prefers nursing on one side more than the other. Weak latch. Look at their eyes. If one seems bigger or smaller, there could be a disruption there. When they yawn, if their jaw shifts a little bit, and when you lift the baby up and they just feel tight, they can't control that. They're not stressed. They're not tight. That's usually something going on there. You try to sit them like you want to sit your baby on your lap, and you have to really work to bend the legs to sit. That's an issue. Also, something you don't probably see very often, or you don't even notice, is when you pick them up under their arms kind of just go like that and seem to clamp down. That's an issue. Let's see, if they get frequent hiccups, I know, weird, but the diaphragm is controlled by the nerves, and if there's an alteration in the nerves, there's frequent hiccups. One side of the baby kicks more than the other, okay? You see more arm movement, you might see more leg movement just on one side. That might indicate there's a disruption in the nervous system. Crying in their car seat, we see that a lot in this office. And, or if they lay on their back and they're not comfortable and they just seem like they don't want to ever lay on the back, or they sleep on their stomach versus their back because they don't want to lay on their back, that could be a disruption. A baby that won't do tummy time is also an issue. If you're changing their diaper and they cry, they don't like that, there could be an issue there too. Look at their, their cute little cheeks. If notice the little line underneath their glutes. If one is flat, or there's a difference in the creases, there could be an issue there too. Any change in creases, you look at their little leg creases they have. If you see one side is smaller and the other side is bigger, again, that could be an issue there. Let's see, head tilt. Maybe not torticollis, but just head tilt. So I kind of have a head tilt. When I talk, I kind of shift my head. But if you notice a head tilt, they're consistently tilting their head, then that has not been diagnosed as a torticollis, then that could be an issue too. Torticollis, we do see that too. And if they open their mouth and it doesn't open very wide, really any latching issue, any nursing issue, anything like that, there could be an issue too. If they have been diagnosed with a lip or tongue tie, getting body work before and after really helps, with that. And if they have had the revision, we see a lot of babies post-revision, along with the lactation consultant and, the exercises given by the person that did the revision. So this is kind of a list of things that we see, and that's things I look for when I'm looking at a baby to see if there's an issue. And I hope that list helps. If you have any questions about what your baby's doing, could this be an issue? Comment below, PM me. I don't, whatever you want to do, it works. And hopefully that information will help. And now you can't say somebody hasn't told you about chiropractic for babies. And if you have any questions, I'm always open to answer any questions you have. Comment below, send me a private message, or send it to the Cooper, message. I always answer them, and always here to help. I love the babies. I want to see them grow up healthy. We need them. Our society today is getting sicker and sicker. There's a lot of neurodevelopment issues. We need healthy babies, and I really and truly feel getting babies checked at birth when they're little is going to help them grow bigger, healthier, stronger, more balanced, and they're going to be great citizens in the future. So thank you for indulging me today of why babies need chiropractic, and I hope everybody has a great week. Don't forget to sign up for the workshop, and come with your babies. Have a great day. Bye.